Hello, everyone. I am Dawn Jett. I'm the co-founder of Spruce Micro. If you don't already know that, I am behind all the protocols that produce the results that you see across our social media. And here I have one of our virtual patients, Elizabeth, who is going to talk about her journey to pigment-free skin. So she had a good bit of melasma whenever she got started, and she is pigment-free now. Her skin looks absolutely amazing. So I'll let you get started. We do just, Elizabeth, I didn't touch base with you about this, but I try to keep it under 20 minutes. So Instagram posts the whole thing. So I'm gonna try to shut up and let you talk.
Okay, perfect. Well, thanks for having me. And yeah, okay, I went to a doctor who actually told me about you. And I mean, I'm like somewhat embarrassed to admit how much money I've spent on my face, but I had paid to travel to go to a doctor to get help. And then she told me about you, and it's all virtual. And I was getting ready to go to a CO2 laser, which I'm really glad I met you before I did that because it can cause some damage. But you see on Instagram, and people are like, "Oh, my skin." I was like, "Well, okay, let's get that." But just over the years with pregnancy, getting older, in the sun, I was getting melasma on my cheeks. I had some around my lips and around my forehead. And so the everything that you provided was I will say this, like, okay, I think some people get nervous to spend money on their face, but I am convinced that working with you is saving me money in the long run because, like yesterday, I went with my husband to the store and there's a whole beauty section. And normally I'd be like, let me go over and see what's on the shelves. And the amount of money that I've spent on crap that I use it once, it doesn't work, or I use it over and over and it doesn't work. I don't have to wonder anymore what to buy. I don't have to be fooled by ads or influencers or anything like that. It works. I know what I'm going to use. Whatever Don tells me to use, I use it. You know your stuff. And yeah, it's gotten me results.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about that journey. You said, what are some of the things you said you have not tried laser? You just done skincare, and what are some things that you tried before?
I'm trying to remember if I've done like a VI peel. I did I bought from California. I'm telling you the stuff I tried. They shipped me like a peel that I did at home.
Mhm.
And they had before and after photos. And I was just so deflated afterwards because I was like, this does not look like there before. I still have this crazy melasma.
Mhm.
All the peels I tried, and I bought some of the same products that you sell, but I didn't know how to use them properly. And so I really think that's important because good products without the right protocol and without guidance, it's not going to do it. So, I mean, I've been
Yeah.
trying for years to do this. So,
Yeah. What was your journey like once you got started? Tell me about like once you got started with your experience with the platform, your experience working with us, some of the reactions that you experienced, and how fast did you start to see results, that kind of thing.
yeah, I joined your live call. So I've been following you for probably like a year on Instagram.
Mhm.
And it wasn't until my twin sister was like, I'm going to go to Spruce Micro and work with them. I guess I'm a little competitive. I was like, well, then so am I. Like, I am. And so I went and watched your live call and I signed up on the call. I was like, I knew when I joined the call that I was going to join. And I mean, I was so anxious to get started, like you're very good about those new patients, getting them going right away. So I got all the new protocols. It felt like, I mean, Christmas morning where the products came. I was like, yay. And my husband, he had his high school reunion like 2 days after I started the tough part of the protocol. And I was like, oh no, I'm going to be looking terrible. I didn't look terrible, but it was like, you have the three phases. So the
Mhm.
first phase, I was looking amazing. I was like, do we really need to go into this tough phase? I'm looking really good. But I'm glad we did. And then, so that first, I don't know, maybe 2 months, it was just lovely. I mean, everyone was like, your skin looks so amazing. And then we went into the tougher phase that you're just red. It's a little more aggressive. It's really getting that pigment out. And that lasted, I don't know, a few months. And thankfully that was during the winter. But I saw people, my kids all play sports. Yeah,
Okay,
so
great.
go to sports games and the parents are like, "Did you go on vacation? You look a little like you've been in the sun." I'm like, "No, no, no, no." But I did have every woman who's done any kind of peel or something, they're like, "Oh, did you do a CO2 laser? Did you do this or that?" And I'm
Right.
like, "Mm-mm, no, no, this is all from home." And they don't understand your business. They're like, "So who do you go to? Louisiana? Wait, you drive there?" I'm like, "No, no." So they're all very intrigued by it. But to be able to just be at home, and people are still like, "So you just have products and you're just at home doing this from home?" I'm like, "Yeah." And now that I'm through and I'm just in maintenance phase, I mean, I sound shallow. I maybe feel a little shallow, but I love it. Like, I get compliments all the time. Strangers are like,
Mhm.
"Look at your skin. Oh, here comes the lady with the pretty skin." I'm like, "Oh, thank you." So thank you, Dawn.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you for trusting me for sure. And I know just recently, since we've launched the stamper, you tried that just
Yes.
recently. Tell us
Yes, I
about the
did.
stamper and how do you feel about that?
I love it. So my husband is so funny. He's the least maintenance person you've ever met. So he walked in the bathroom and I'm stamping my face and it's bleeding. He's like, "Oh, you should not be doing that." I'm like, "No, no, it's okay." But yeah, so it's interesting chatting. Like, you shared a few things about the products in the stamper. So I've done professional microneedling. I swear the stamper, I like it better. Like, it's just
Mhm.
more precise. Plus, the product that goes with it is, I mean, I don't even totally understand the science behind it, but it's like human derived
Mhm.
serum. So
Yeah.
it's really good. I
Yeah.
mean, I just did a couple days ago and my skin's looking good. Like, I'm a
Yeah.
lifer. So,
Yeah, we are so excited about launching that and our exclusive partnership with Anti-Age because the serum is, I mean, I was just approached not long ago. Of course, I get approached all the time for different skincare things, and I'm like somebody else about PDRN, and all of a sudden, like on LinkedIn, I'm starting to get all kind of requests for like these people in China and stuff like that are selling, the PDRN, the exosomes, and I'm like, no, 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 like no telling where that's coming from. And it's kind of scary to know like how many people are using those cheaper serums whenever they're advertising PDRN or exosomes or whatever. And I'm like, nope, ours comes from a US lab. We only work with the best, with the highest
mhm.
global standards. And so you're getting growth factors, which are derived from bone marrow. So it's triggering cellular rejuvenation. So you're getting the stamping effect, plus you're getting that on top of that's going to the cells. So healing super fast, supports that, gives you more and more collagen production. So yeah, I love it too. We're super pumped about it. It's delivering way more than I ever expected. So it's a great addition to our virtual patients because our virtual patients, even though the skincare works amazing. It really does. We've been doing this years with our virtual patients with no needling or nothing, added to it, just the products. But once virtual patients get their results, we all want more. We all
Mhm.
want more. And so virtual patients are like, I want a microneedle like your locals do. And I'm like, you really don't have to. Like, your skin looks great. The skincare is what it needs to do. But it does give you that opportunity now to have that treatment at home without having to go into the clinic. So, which is, I've been looking for that for a long time. So, super excited about that. So, glad that you tried it actually before this call, which was a total coincidence.
Yes.
Yeah, because actually, I had asked you for, I was like, give me a selfie to post. I texted you earlier. I was like, so audience watching, I was like, give me a selfie to post, like yesterday. You're like, I just did the stamp. I'm like, damn it.
I know, I'm a
Okay.
little red.
But here you are. You look great. Just a couple of days later. So yeah.
I do have a question because I share about your stuff with everyone. And so with the stampers, people are going to ask when I tell them about it, what is the least amount they can do it and get results?
I mean, once a month for sure, but if you want more clinical like results, it's going to be 2 times per month.
Okay.
And I'll be honest with you, that's what I do the majority of the time now. I'm on the road a lot and it's so easy. It's just so easy. I know that I could bring the microneedling pin with me. I could easily, but I don't know. It's just easy. Did you find that?
Mm-hmm.
It's just super easy.
Yes.
And so I'm actually doing this 2 times a month for the past several months instead of needling. So I say 2 times per month, but 1 time per month, you definitely will see something. And if you are getting professional needling, because a lot of our in-clinic patients actually bought it. I mean, we sold out of that thing. I did a pre-sale 3 times. We sold out every single time. And
Mm-hmm.
so most of our patients in the clinic are booked throughout the year. So they're still like booked throughout the year, and still going to be doing this like in between, just as, a boost to that.
Where I am in Houston, if I go get professional microneedling with any kind of growth factor,
Mhm.
the price is way, way more than that.
Mhm.
Plus,
Mhm.
you do not know what they're putting in your skin. They can
No,
say it's medical grade, they can say it's whatever. You don't, they're trying to earn a buck, you know? And so I know with you, like
Mhm.
you've proven yourself, you have integrity. Like I trust what you share and that's valuable. That's
Mhm.
like there's no price for that. So
And most people don't share like their source whenever you go. You just go to your provider and you trust that they're giving you exactly what you think. There's different levels of this growth factor. So this is the medical grade growth factor that Entourage is allowing us to provide with our stamper, and no one else can sell this online. I definitely, anybody out here that is getting any of these, add-ons like the PDRN or the exosomes or whatever, recommend and suggest that you ask like where they're coming from, because you're putting this in your skin. Like you really
hmm
need to know where it's coming from. And
hmm
Entourage has their own lab in California and their own chemist, and they control the whole process. And so you really know that you're getting good stuff, and they hold the highest global standards. So they have all of the certifications, and the lab is regulated by the FDA. So anyway, yeah, good stuff. So that's what you get in a stamper.
people will ask, how many products are you using? Oh, no, what are you using? What products are you using? And I'll always just say, I don't even want to share what I'm using because each person is recommended something different. And I
Mhm.
actually really like that about your business model because even my twin sister, we're twins. We share DNA and our skin is so different and her protocol is
Mhm.
different from my protocol.
Mhm.
So I would never tell anyone do what I'm doing because their skin's not like mine.
It's not the same for two people. Like it's really, really specific. So, and we do update those every time you check in. So what you need today is not what you need 2 months from now. I don't care what stage you're in, because your skin is constantly changing. Let's say you've been with me for 2 years and you check in your maintenance. And I have people who've been with me for a little bit over 3 years now, doing since we launched virtual, that are pigment free, and we still change it up every couple of months, because even though they don't have pigment now, their skin's continuously changing. Hormones are changing as you get older, your environment's changing, all of these things, and your skin's stronger. So
Mm-hmm.
it's stronger, more resilient. So like what you would have used when you just got started is totally different than what you're using at that point. You have to treat it just like going to the gym. I always compare it to working out at the gym, because if like right now, if I were to start working out, I probably would struggle with 5 pound weights, and that's embarrassing, but it's very, very true. But hopefully, if I would be consistent after a couple of months, I can move up to 10 pound weights, right? Because those 5 pound weights are just going to keep me exactly where I am, and I'm never ever going to grow or get better. Skin is exactly the same. So to think that you can just get like a product or a protocol, it just doesn't work. It'll work for a
Mm-hmm.
little while, and then it's gonna go stagnant, or you'll just start getting rebound pigment, and it's just not going to work the way that it's supposed to work. But online, virtually, 100%, our protocols can kick any treatment in the clinic's ass,
Mm-hmm.
like when it comes to pigment, without a doubt in my mind. Without a doubt in my mind. So these products are taking the place of professional treatments. And so that's what you have to realize with that. No, it's not a baby protocol. You can't go to the gym and just do one exercise. You can't just do 3 exercises. It's not gonna work like that. And you got to have a good cleanser. You have to have a good toner. You have to have a product that's going to address pigment, a product that's going to address your barrier. Like one product altogether is not going to do that. It doesn't exist. So don't be fooled.
Mm-mm.
So.
Well, and I will say I like as well the hand holding, the support, because as you go through it, it can be scary. Like, hold on, is
Mhm.
this normal? Oh my gosh. And you guys do a really good job of like always being there to help
Mhm.
if there's ever a question. And you do show like this is normal. And I appreciated that you showed this is not normal. What's
Mhm.
happening here should not be happening. I'm like, okay, good to know. So I'm good, you know.
Yeah. And we do have that portal that we worked years on perfecting, and always we're always making it even better and better. As you have access to the dermatologist in your state, you also have access to us at any time. So even though you've got this portal with all this information, all these videos and everything, and you've got your protocol that tells you exactly what to do, you're still going to have questions. You
Hmm.
still will have questions. And so you can just click that button to chat with my practitioner. I'm watching the time. I'm trying to talk fast. Chat with my practitioner, and we answer like really, really fast. And you get a detailed answer, and you can press it 85 times a day if you want. And we're going to answer every single time. That's the first thing I'll tell people is our customer service is freaking amazing. And that's such a
It
huge part
is.
of it. You're right. It is such a huge part of it. But we have 1 minute to go, and I don't want it to cut me off. So thank you for joining us, and
Thanks
thank you
for
for
having
sharing your
me.
story. Thanks for trusting us. If anyone has any questions, you can definitely DM me at any time. And then, of course, you can always text our patient support line. So have a good night,
Awesome.
and thanks
Thanks,
so
Dawn.
much. All right, bye
Yep.
bye.
Thank you. Bye.